Hi, I'm David Annenson, president of Verona Safety Supply, and I'm here today with...
Safety Sam.
Hey, thanks for coming out here, Sam.
Yeah, no problem, Dave.
Today we're here to talk about one of the cooler evolutions in the safety industry. It's the movement from Type 1 traditional hard hats to Type 2 hard hats and helmets.
Okay, Type 2.
So the difference between Type 1 and Type 2 in a nutshell, Type 1 hard hats that have been in the market for years are designed and tested to protect you from top impact. Basically, they're designed so if people are working above you and they drop something and hits you on the top of your hard hat, it's going to protect your head from being crushed by that dropped object.
Right.
But that's kind of where they've sat the entire time. Type 2 helmets are designed to protect you from front impact, from top impact, and from side impact. This helmet and all Type 2 helmets are designed to protect you laterally.
Laterally. So like falling off a ladder, am I right?
I mean, technically he's right. It's not going to prevent you from falling off the ladder. But what happens when people fall? Whether it's a slip and a fall, falling off a ladder like you're talking about, or if you're working at heights and you fall and you swing into something. What happens? What's your most point of contact that's going to be the most dangerous part?
Yeah, so that causes traumatic brain injury, or TBI, which is one of the leading injuries on a job site these days due to slips, falls, or being struck by an object, right?
Exactly. And with what the new Type 2 helmets do is they're designed and tested to protect you from that type of impact. They're also designed to stay on your head, which we'll talk a little bit about more with this specific Wavecel product here. Because there is no one size fits all. Just like it fits like a glove, not everybody's helmet fits the same, correct?
Yeah, we can't all be a large.
Right. And by having the correct fit and keeping this helmet on your head, if you slip and fall, or if you fall from a ladder and you hit your head on the ground, this helmet is designed to protect you from that rotational acceleration that can cause a concussion.
What the heck is rotational acceleration?
It's basically the angular velocity that occurs over a period of time. Okay. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So when we fall, a lot of us have heard about this over the years in sports injuries and soccer players and whatnot. But when we fall and our head hits the ground, our brain inside of our head has a tendency to stay in motion, just like the old adage, an object in motion has a tendency to stay in motion.
Yeah.
Not every single Type 2 helmet is designed to protect you from rotational acceleration. So make sure you check with that manufacturer when you're looking into that. Some Type 2 helmets are limited to just doing the testing to protect you from side impact. The Wavecel helmet, in fact, their main core of protection is their Wavecel core. This yellow little perforated zone in here, I like to think about it as a crush zone, or we're living in the world of fall protection. It's kind of a shock absorber for your brain.
Okay.
When you hit the ground, or if you fall into something from heights, this helmet's going to stay on your head, and we'll talk about how that works. And this crush zone is going to absorb some of that impact, so your head and your brain doesn't absorb all of it. This crush zone limits the rotational acceleration of your brain. Does that make sense, Sam?
Yeah, so it prevents concussions?
Prevents a strong word. I don't like to say anything in safety prevents everything totally, but it very well could prevent a concussion, and it's certainly going to prevent the severity of a potential traumatic brain injury.
Okay. Well, is there anything else about this Wavecel helmet that's different?
Compared to some of the other Type 2 helmets in the marketplace, I already mentioned, they actually have scientific research that was done. The NIH actually helped fund the development and testing of this impact.
Okay.
So this is designed to protect against rotational acceleration. That's unique to Wavecel. This is a patented project. Not every helmet in the marketplace, as I just mentioned, offers that. It also passes all of your Type 2 testing for lateral, top, Type 1, side impact. So those features right there are going to be enough for me to really want to consider it. Number 2 on that, though, as I said earlier, is this helmet has to stay on your head, right?
Yeah.
So it's got a chin strap that's going to keep it on your head. If you wear your chin strap, that's going to be helpful. But the ratchet suspension inside of a Wavecel, not only does it ratchet in and out so it fits different size melons, it fits different size circumferences, but it also has adjustability up and down in the ratchet. So if your helmet sits too low, you can adjust the ratchet out so it sits up a little bit higher. Some of the other features about the Wavecel, it's lighter weight than most of its competitors in the marketplace. It's 93% porous. This is something I just learned in the last few days.
Porosity, huh?
Yeah, the actual shell itself allows a little bit of airflow to come through it. There's also a vented version of it. The wave core technology is part of the reason it allows that porosity, as Sam says. Most of your other Type 2 helmets you see in the market are loaded with foam. That's how they meet their testing requirements. What do workers in the field tell us, Sam, when they're wearing a helmet that's loaded with foam? What's one of the bigger complaints?
It's super hot.
Super hot, right. This doesn't have that foam in it because of their core technology, which is going to make it a little bit more cool to wear. And I don't mean cool as in, like, it's cool, but actually cool.
Yeah.
Which you're going to get more pull-through from your guys in the field with that. It's available in 8 different colors, including safety orange and safety yellow. It's got a multitude of attachments that Wavecel provides that fit the helmet. It's also designed with traditional hard hat slots, so a lot of your current attachments that you might have, whether it's earmuffs or face shields, will fit the slots in this helmet. There's flashlights available for it. It's lower profile, which I think is kind of cool, because if I'm 6 feet and I'm wearing a hard hat that sits up 6 more inches and I'm getting into tight places, just keeping it a little bit more lower profile will help me from having some bumps and maybe losing my hard hat while I'm moving around.
Yeah.
And it's made in the USA. It's a USA product that protects USA workers.
All right. And these are in stock and available now at Verona Safety. Thanks, Dave.
No problem. So if you're looking for a higher level of head protection, give us a call or email Verona Safety at sales@veronasafety.com.